Um, I was just thinking, I know I made a video kind of like talking about how I feel old, um, thinking about high school, but I was just thinking, like, are there things that you miss about high school? Or people who, like, are still in high school, things you miss about your previous years? Because I was just thinking, like, I was getting my stuff, like, put away, because I have school later today, it's like 5 something in the morning, but, I was getting all my stuff together, and I was just thinking, like, I'm only taking like 3 classes. It's so weird, like kind of comparing it. And I was just thinking of things I kind of missed from high school. No, personally, no. I would not want to like reverse time and go back to high school, particularly. Sure. Sometimes I wish I was younger. Like a lot of times where I wish I was younger, but going through high school again, like I totally, actually enjoyed high school. Sure, it had its up and downs, but I really did enjoy high school. And I know there are a lot of people who don't, and I can understand, but I was just thinking all the things I miss, I miss seeing people like every day, like my friends every day. Now I have not lost contact with a lot of my friends. There are some people I don't really see as much. They were more like in school friends, acquaintances, people I chatted with in class. Most of my friends, like my group of people, I still talk to, and a lot of them I hang out with on a regular basis. But I just miss seeing a lot of people every day. Um, I miss kind of like I miss these school events. Like I went to the bonfire with my friend Brad, which was cool. Like I went to that every year, and every year we always got kicked out. One time, Mr. Eckert told us to go start a trash fire, but like it's kind of weird. Like I miss going to football games. I used to go to football games, not particularly to watch football because I could care less about sports, but I went to hang out with my friends. It was an excuse to go out, and usually, like when I was younger, like a freshman, sophomore, it kind of gave me an extended curfew. Like that's when I started staying out till like midnight because my friends would like they'd hang out at my house because I go with my friend Josh, and I think Corby went with us a lot of the time, and Alex and stuff. And Josh lives like a stone's throw away from me, and so like they would just sit at my house and wait for their rides. Like either their parents would pick us up or pick them up at my house. So we hang out until like midnight. And I kind of miss that. Like yeah, now I can go out and like be out until like 3 in the morning, but it's just I miss walking up to Wharton, and and of course it was like you had to pay money to get in, but it was like $3 or something for students. I miss school dances. Like I loved school dances. I don't know. I love having an excuse to dress up and wear like a frilly dress, and um yeah, the music a lot of the time sucks because popular music usually sucks. The only amazing thing in the mainstream right now is Lady Gaga. I like idol worship that woman, but that's something different. I love Lady Gaga, but that's like pretty much the only dance music they really play at dances is Gaga. And then before she kind of was really popular, it was like they really didn't play much. Like I just remember my freshman and sophomore year they'd play like Fall Out Boy at dances in Metro Station, which they kind of fell off the face of the planet. But they play like Shake It and stuff, and they'd play Dance Dance and by Fall Out Boy and stuff. And I don't know if I ever heard Cobra Starship. I think they might have. I don't remember. But I just remember I miss school dances. I love them. They're so much fun. And then eventually my friend Brandon and I got them to play Black Audio. It's awesome. Like to me I feel that school dances, slow songs, sure. Play a variety of music, but they never touch on like they would play like what Bodies. I can't remember the name of the band. Damn it. But you know I'm talking about. Bodies. It's like song. Everyone knows that song. But they would like I understand, sure, like you don't want to start a mosh pit in the dance floor, but which that would be kind of cool. But play different varieties of music, but they were still fun because they were just to hang out with friends and to goof off, and so friends who are still in high school, you should bring me to the dances. I remember I'd always bring like Amanda when she was like she's a year older than me, and I would bring her like I have a girl date to a dance, who cares. But it's fun. it was always fun to go to dances. I really miss those. Those were my favorite. Though we do have raves in Brandon's garage. Or, well, Teet's garage. I miss teachers. Like, that's the one thing. A lot of people kind of don't really have that, but when you're like in certain programs, like you're in the art program or like the music program, you have the same teachers all the time. So then, you kind of get to know them, they get to know you, and it's cool. Like Mr. May, I had him all 4 years, and he's like one of the greatest teachers I have ever had in my life. He is fantastic, and like I love him to death. He's a phenomenal teacher, and it's like, you really get to know the teacher. Like into Joya, I had him for 3 years. I didn't have him my freshman year for general art, unfortunately, but I had him for 3 years, and I was in art club, and he was just, again, like an amazing inspiration. I mean, I look at it like, if it wasn't for him and like Mr. May and stuff, I wouldn't know, a lot of things that I do now, because I love music and I love art. And without them, like, you just, and of course there are other teachers I liked, but I just kind of miss art in high school. Like, my art teacher's great in college. Like, she's really cool, and I know I'm gonna love the class. But it's just kind of like with art in high school, you kind of, I don't know, I felt more comfortable just kind of going in there whenever, with college they have different schedules and stuff, and, you kind of, and then their offices are confusing, but, I don't miss, like, well, I kind of also miss the fact that you don't have to pay for the books, though the books are yours. Like, dude, I got, 3 books. I have 2 for English, 1 for math, and they cost me over $100. Like, not each, but together, they cost me over $100. It's, mind-boggling. The only thing, though, about college art is your supplies are, like, a lot more expensive. Yeah. But yeah, I don't miss, though, the dress code. Like, I could go to college wearing this. It doesn't matter. I can wear, I'm sure there's a point where they might say something if I wore something obnoxious or highly inappropriate, but I can go to school wearing this dress, and this isn't a super short dress. I know Lansky would have been all over me in high school. God, she was I hated that woman. She was creepy. She, like, creeped on me and found every excuse in the book to try and get me in trouble, and then my teacher would be like, I don't know, if anyone who goes to Moline remembers Lansky, she doesn't work there anymore, apparently, but she was a horrible woman. I hated her. She always found a reason to hate what I was wearing. But I can go to school wearing generally whatever I want. I think I had a friend, like, or a friend of a friend, like, had her hair, like, a bunch of weird different colors, and she got in trouble with that. Like, I'm sure I could dye my hair, like, neon pink, and no one would care. I do kind of like the comfortableness of college. Like, it's people, like, sure, you're never gonna escape drama and immature people, but there is a lot more of a mature feeling there. Sure, I got a lot of weird looks in the hall before in college. Though given in high school, I think people kind of get used to you because you see everyone sit for the same 4 years, but in college, like, I got some weird looks from people. Like, but, you're still gonna have, like, people who don't understand certain way people dress and stuff, but yeah, but I definitely miss some, like, just a lot of the just events and stuff that went on with high school, like the fun things. I don't miss the homework. I don't miss a lot of the required courses that were, like, repetitive. Let's take civics, and then let's go and take government. Let's take all these history classes that is the same crap, and a lot of it's just politically correct shit that I'm gonna learn about the Civil War this way when it really happened this way. I could go on for hours about that. That pisses me off so much. I hate politically correct. I'd rather learn the truth. I'd rather learn what really happened than politically correct shit that's, like, they're feeding our kids. It's like, oh, let's learn to hate this, I'm not gonna go into it. This is getting long already. This is longer than I wanted it to be. But I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. But yeah, if you're in high school, like, are there things you miss about, like, previous years? Like, I just remember like, junior year, I missed the easiness of sophomore year. And senior year, I missed the awesomeness of sophomore year. As I said before, sophomore year was probably my best year, but this is like super hella long, so I will let you go. But yeah, talk to you later. Bye.